welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the MSI MD272 monitor. So this monitor comes in quite a few different colors, one of them very unique, and also this monitor is going to be something great if you're looking for an external monitor for your laptop. So with that, let's jump right into today's video. Let's go! The cost of this monitor is $315.81 on Lazada. It may seem a bit high for a generic spec monitor, however the main feature is the 65-watt power delivery, which when you look for similar features in the market, there's only the Seasonic VA2409-MHU for $209. However, that's a 24-inch screen only, with no USB ports for USB pass-through and no software control. So that's the difference. Specifications wise, this monitor features a 1080p 27-inch screen at 75Hz with a 5 milliseconds response time. It uses an IPS screen for additional viewing angles, which covers 100% of the sRGB color space with 8-bit color. On top of that, it has an anti-glare coating and 300 nits of brightness, which allows it to be quite usable under bright scenarios. It also features 65-watt power delivery for devices that support Type-C charging, and it also comes with a KVM switch, aka USB ports. Lastly, it features two 2-watt speakers and a 75x75mm VESA mount. For I/O wise, there's a DC jack for the external power supply, Type-C, DP 1.2A, HDMI 2.0B, one audio jack, one USB Type-B if you are not using the Type-C port needed for software control, and two USB 2.0 ports. The first thing that you do get with this monitor are the menu with VESA mount and additional accessories inside, a USB Type-A to B cable, HDMI cable, power cable, 65-watt power adapter, and two parts of the stand. Coming to assembly, to combine the two halves of the stand together is combined via a toolless mechanism that's pretty hard to get it wrong. And attaching the stand to the monitor, it uses a simple clip design with a little button for you to remove the stand if you do want to move this monitor next time. Using this monitor is quite alright, even though the resolution is 1080p, but on a 27-inch display, the resolution won't be as sharp compared to a 1080p on a 24-inch display, but using this monitor for additional screen real estate and just doing menial work such as PowerPoint, Word, checking emails and all that, there's no issues at all. If you do like to game a bit, there's the additional 75Hz refresh rate that can add in a bit of sharpness when moving, and there's also decent colors and viewing angles thanks to the IPS display. The stand wise, it has all forms of adjustments such as pen, tilt, height, and rotation. There's also minimal wobble when adjusting the monitor. OSD wise, as with all MSI monitors, there's always two ways to control it. One is via the OSD buttons at the bottom right of the monitor, and the other is via the MSI Productivity Intelligence software. Link for that is in the description down below, where you can control everything in the monitor via software. One very special thing about this monitor is that it comes in a very unique ultramarine blue, which is the only one in this entire lineup of monitors, other than the two other most common ones, which is black and white. What I do like about this monitor is it gives you the ability to do an all-in-one setup for laptop users via one cable, as most monitors that support 65-watt charging or so is quite highly priced. An inbuilt USB hub is also very useful to add to that one cable setup. Software control is also very useful, so you don't really need to fiddle the 4 buttons below the monitor. You can just do everything via this one app. For the points of improvement, I would like to see whether the stand, especially for the rotation adjustment from portrait to landscape, maybe a little click or something like that, so that you do know when the monitor is in a portrait or landscape mode. An inclusion of a Type-C cable out of the box would be really ideal so that people can use the Type-C functionality without having to buy a Type-C cable that supports display pass-through. The main target audience of this monitor will be people who want an external display for their existing laptop, so they can be more productive with a keyboard and mouse setup, or via one cable. And for the price of this monitor, so I would say it's decently good, as there's not many other competitors in the market. So, we have come to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me or so. With that, peace out.